All right, hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. Please invite your friends.
To
So
judge
let us go with your
and
let us go with your
yeah,
stupidity. So now you are saying to me, your God, Muslims, gave Jesus the ability to be creator. Number one.
I didn't say that.
Shut up,
That's
shut
what
up. You
you
see, you are
said. I
filthy
didn't
coward. You
say that.
call me bad
That's what
words.
you
I will
said.
let you talk just to laugh at you. So now we discovered
I
that
didn't
Jesus have
say
the authority over the flesh. In Islam, in Christianity, he will be the judge. The Quran says that, the Hadith says that, the Messiah, he is the one who will judge all mankind, and no one is judged just beside him. And you say that Allah, he gave that to Jesus. So Allah did not give that to Muhammad. Did he give it to Muhammad?
I don't see any what you are showing Messiah, Jesus. I don't see anything. No? I don't read anything about judge, Messiah.
It says in the front of you, he will be the judge of with justice. He will judge with justice. The
Yeah,
Messiah.
but I see the
Hakaman,
Messiah.
Hakaman
I don't see
Muqsitan. Hold on.
judge.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. The Messiah. Let us read the hadith. Okay, just give me a second.
Yeah, of course.
Hmm. All right. Hakaman Muqsitan. All right, here we go. You don't see the just? You don't see justice?
Yeah. Can you go left and down?
Do you see it or no?
The descent of Isa bin Maryam. Yes.
How Jesus would judge?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, you mean in his second coming?
Doesn't matter. Well, isn't it in the second coming, the Bible talking about Jesus to be the judge?
Oh,
Ah,
I thought you mean after day of judgment. Oh, okay.
hmm.
Yes, he will live 40 years in this world, and he will follow the Sharia of the Prophet
No problem. Listen,
Muhammad.
he will
He
not
will.
follow. He will not follow anyone, any Sharia. You are lying. Doesn't say anything about that. There, the Hadith saying Muhammad making false prophecies that Jesus
Can you
almost coming down. Shut up.
show you the hadith?
He said in Arabic, liyushikna, almost coming down. Does it say yushikna?
فكرة what?
Does it say the
Important.
word? Does it say the
In,
liyushikna? What yushikna mean?
I don't know.
Mr. I don't know mean almost there. So the Messiah almost coming down, the Messiah almost coming down, Muhammad making a false prophecy, that is number one, because 1400 years before said that and nothing happened yet. Same time, he will be the judge, judging with justice, and nobody can judge with justice save God.
Okay, but it is very weird that in 10 minutes I ask you something and we are now by this hadith.
Yeah,
You
because in 10 minutes, you
you
say each time I ask you
you
about
claim
Islam, you say to me,
yesterday to the
each time,
people,
listen, each time I
listen,
ask you
you
about
claimed
Islam, you say to me, I do
yesterday,
not know. Each time I ask you about Islam, you say, I don't know.
wait,
But suddenly you know
you
about
claimed
Christianity.
yesterday that Jesus is God because he said in the Bible, I am the Father and I are one. That's what you claimed.
Right.
And when I said to you, can you read John 17:21? Jesus said there, as we are one, you can be one with us.
Yes.
That is so. How are you gonna fix
The
it?
unity here, then there's no fixing, there's no
Can you
fixing.
be
Look what
also
I
God?
showed you. Look what I showed you. That Jesus, who is
Yeah, but
Jesus,
I just want to
just shut
know.
up, shut up, shut up. Let me answer. So I answered you already, but I will repeat again. So Jesus is saying clearly, you will receive authority from me. Isn't it Jesus who gave the authority to Peter and his disciple, go and do miracle? Isn't it in Ibn Kathir says that the Messiah, he sent his disciple and they made miracles around the world. They make the blind see. They heal the
So you
leper.
don't have
Shut
to.
up, shut
You
up. Isn't it the
don't have to
Quran?
be
Shut up.
God to
Isn't
do
it the Quran?
miracles.
Isn't shut
Yeah.
up? Isn't it
Oh,
the Quran says? Listen, isn't it the Quran says that the Messiah sent the three messengers, and the third one of them is Paul, and John, and Peter, and they did them great miracles? Yes or no?
not in the hadith. In the Sahih hadith, never.
Not in the Sahih hadith. How you know it's not Sahih?
That's a different question.
Okay, no, this is not a question. I'm asking you how you confirm it's Sahih or not. Who are you?
Yeah.
Do you know
Because
how you okay
because of
okay, hold it. Just to show everybody that you are a fraud like your prophet. Do you know even what
no.
book I'm mentioning?
Yeah, maybe a Shia book or something. I
Ah,
don't know.
Shia book. Ah, okay. No, I did not mention Shia. You are the one who mentioned to me Ibn Kathir.
I never read a
You
hadith,
said to me, you
hadith
accept, you said you
as
accept Ibn
we
Kathir.
read,
Did you say
as
you
we read.
accept, did you say you accept Ibn Kathir?
Ibn Kathir is not a scholar in hadith.
I asked you which book you
Bukhari,
accept.
Muslim,
I asked you what book you
Bukhari,
accept.
Muslim.
Listen, I said to you which book you accept. You said Ibn Kathir. You forgot?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you accept what Ibn Kathir says about those verses?
No.
So why you call me then? You Muslims are liars, bunch of liars. Ibn Kathir
Yeah.
himself is a liar.
No. Ibn Kathir was a historian, so
So why you call him a scholar then? So who is the one not historian? Isn't your prophet historian
he's an
too?
expert in tafsir, but
So listen. Okay, hold on, hold on.
he didn't.
Listen. So Ibn Kathir now is a scumbag. Can you say that?
Of course not. Alhamdulillah, he is Muslim and he will be in
So why he is? So why he is lying
inshallah in
then? So
heaven.
why he is lying?
He did
Why he is lying then?
he did a great job for the ummah.
Okay, so did he great job when he said Paul is the messenger of Jesus?
I don't know. He's a yeah he's a human and he can
Oh,
make
he's a
faults.
human. You are not a
Uh,
human? Is your prophet a
yes,
human?
yes, he is also
So
a
you
human.
Muhammad, and when you want Ibn Kathir is a
Like
scumbag. When
Jesus.
you want Muhammad, when you want Ibn Kathir, he great service to the Ummah. So when Ibn Kathir he said that Paul was sent by the Messiah and they did miracle, and John and Peter, who is the one who gave Ibn Kathir the authority to say such a statement, and he is a great service to the Ummah.
Can you show me about what you said?
Before I show you, can you tell me who is the one who gave him the authority to say such a thing?
I don't know.
Mister, you don't know. How many time you call me, and each time I get your
You
ass
give me
busted, you say to me, I
listen,
do not
listen,
know.
listen. You gave me very difficult questions,
I'm not giving you
and
the question. You see, you Muslims are expert in the Bible, but the second we ask you about your stupid Quran, you have no idea.
you don't give me a question about the Quran. You gave me a
I
question
ask you,
about
okay, who is, okay, I
Ibn
would,
Kathir
listen, okay, here we go. Okay,
that he
hold on,
claimed.
shut up, potato. Give me the names of the three messengers mentioned in chapter 36, verse number 14.
Do th- there are no how do you say that names in the Quran
So let
about
me
the
make it clear.
companions?
So the Quran never said names. So where Ibn Kathir he got the names from? Is he fabricating?
Maybe he thought. I don't know.
Maybe he did.
Maybe
Okay,
he
don't
did.
call me again, son of Muta. You say the F word to me yesterday. I gave you a chance to be spanked and put you under my feet like your prophet. Filthy coward. He did not know. When they want to escape an embarrassment, he did not know. Maybe he got it from here. Maybe he bought it from the flea market. I do not know. So Jesus can send messengers and they can perform miracles. Who is the one who gave Jesus the authority to do that? Allah. How a messenger can make you a messenger? How a messenger can make you have miracles? And why the Quran saying we sent if Allah is not Jesus? And then we find that the one who sent them is Jesus. And this exists in all tafsir. Not only Ibn Kathir, son of Mut'ah. Refutation for you, you know. The second you ask them a question, embarrassing, they say, I do not know. You are giving me difficult question. But he knew about the Bible. He's expert with the Bible. How come Jesus says, so they will be one with you? Because of Jesus. And the Bible have tons of verses about that. That's why we will be in heaven. Whoever believe in me and I will live. What is the promise? The promise is you will be united with the Messiah in heaven. Doesn't mean we will be one person as a person, but we will be, this is why we are called children of God. So the Messiah is an absolute just and justice, and he will judge all mankind. And Muhammad, he confirmed that in the stupid hadith. And then the Muslim, they try to solve it. Well, Allah gave him the permission, but look at this person, his name is Isa. He's been given permission to be creator. He's been given permission to tell you what you hide in your houses, which nobody knows save God. When the Muhammadan, they accuse Muhammad that he stole an underwear, how come Allah could not tell them who took it? If we go in the Quran, we will find this. The Muhammadan accusing Muhammad is stealing the laundry. He took a red underwear from the laundry, which is a theft, from the booty. What Allah said to them? It's not Muhammad who took it. Obviously, Allah cannot be God, because if Allah is God, He will tell them who took it. The same Quran confirmed that Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses. The Muslim will say to you, well, Allah gave him the permission. Can Allah give a permission to Allah to find who took the underwear, which Muhammad been accused to take it? If we ask Jesus, He will tell us. He will say Muhammad, obviously, because this verse confirmed that the one who took the underwear is Muhammad. Why? Because he did not dare to accuse anyone else. He is the one, he's guilty. He knew it's him. And if Allah is God, how come Allah, He made a verse to refute those who accuse Aisha that she stepped around, and He waited more than a month, but He could not make a verse to confirm who took the underwear? So Jesus knew the future. Oh, Allah gave him that. Jesus can resurrect people from death. Oh, Allah gave him that. Jesus can heal the leper. Allah gave him that. Jesus can make the blind see. Allah gave him that. Jesus will be coming back. He's alive now. Allah gave him that. Jesus will be just in the judge. Allah gave him that. What Allah gave to Muhammad? Short penis. Muhammad, he said, I was the most weak person between all mankind in sex. And then I invoked my God Allah, and He sent me a dish of shish kebab, and I got the power of 40 men. So even your God could not fix the penis of Muhammad, which is very simple. A little bill of a Viagra can fix it. He sent him a dish of shish kebab, sent by the angel Jibreel. What kind of God this God is? He fixed the illness of Muhammad by a dish? Did Jesus give the guy who cannot see a dish? He ate it, he can see. Did Jesus say to the guy who cannot walk, hey, eat this 3 times a day? Your God is not God. So the Muhammadan, they have a fake, filthy man. His name is Muhammad Qatham, the hyena semen. He tried to strip Jesus from all his miracle and his glory, saying Allah gave him, Allah told him, Allah sent him, Allah. But then we found Muhammad here giving nothing. The Quran confirmed that Muhammad have 0 miracle. Why Allah want to share the attribute of a creation with the creation? Jesus is a creator in the Quran. He is a creator. Right now there's birds flying in the sky made by Jesus, according to the Ship of Quran. And the Quran says, is the one who create equal to the one who create not? Yes, the Quran says that. The stupid Quran. The one who create is not equal to the one who create not. And Jesus is the creator. He is the creator. And you notice that the sneaky way, by escaping the embarrassment by saying, I do not know. That's it. Change topic. Do you see how easy? I do not know. Okay, who is the ones? Who is the one, the 3 messengers? I didn't know. Move on. The Quran says, أَفَمَنْ يَخْلُقْ كَمَنْ لَا يَخْلُقْ? Is the one who create not, or the one who create is the same as the one who create not? But the Quran made it so clear, the book of Muhammad, the yellow pages, saying clearly that the one who create, and Jesus in the Quran confirmed to be creator. The one who can create, no one is equal to him. Who confirmed that? The Quran. Do you see it? So either we take what the Quran is saying seriously, and then Jesus is equal to nobody, even to Allah, because Allah cannot create. There's no proof Allah can create. The Quran says Allah create, but there's no proof. But they will have a proof against you from your book that Jesus create. So is then he who creates like the one who creates not? Who said that? The chapter of the bees, verse number 17. So the one who create not is not equal to the one who create. And who is the one? Let us list the names the Quran mentioned of those who can create. You will find there's only two: Jesus and Allah. Are we following? But this guy is a great example of how sneaky they are. First, he denied that he called me yesterday, and he said the F word to me, and he want to do boom boom to me, supposedly. He's a homosexual, like he's a prophet. They deny they call me, they lie, and now supposedly he have some information is going to put the Christians in trouble. How you can be one with God? The one who create in the Quran never and will be ever equal to the one who create not. And the Quran saying the one who don't understand that, there are a bunch of donkeys. Chapter 16, verse number 17. And as long we confirm that Jesus is a creator in the Quran, and according to the Muslims, Allah is a creator, so that means Jesus, according to the Quran, is equal to Allah. Because who is the one equal to the one who create? Are you with me, people? Who is the one is equal to the one who create? Nobody except the one who can create. Are you taking my point? So Muhammad is not equal to Allah. According to the stupid Quran, Jesus is equal to Allah. And for sure, for us, this is an insult. Because Allah obviously is the devil. And there's no Christian will accept that the Messiah is equal to Allah unless he is mentally ill. If we accept that Messiah is equal to Allah, that means we are saying that the Messiah is Satan. But we are showing your stupid book statement against you. Then you will notice all the Muhammadans, they share one thing. When they call me, especially when they call me, they play dumb. I do not know. Especially when the question is really embarrassing. So Ibn Kathir, he is doing a great service to the Ummah. Okay, how Ibn Kathir says that Paul and John and Peter sent by the Messiah? How Al-Baghawi, the master of Ibn Kathir, says so? How tons of the biggest interpretation of Islam saying that? All right, my friend, hold for me. Yeah, we were saying Christians can call, but just call me. Okay. Answer, my friend, answer. Okay, let us mute the speaker until he answers. All right, if I call you and you didn't answer, I'm not going to call you again. All right. Hello? Yes, my friend, your camera is on. Turn it off.
Okay. I wanted to thank you for all the work you have done.
I have hard time to understand what you're saying. Say again.
I wanted to thank you for all the work you have done. You have been so helpful.
I don't understand.
Okay. I, I wanted to thank you for all the work you have done.
Okay.
What?
That's all?
Yeah, to thank you for all the work you have done. Very
All right.
thankful. And I wanted to ask you, how do you say uh in Arabic, like created with my two hands?
How I say in Arabic what?
Created with my two hands.
For some reason, I have difficulty to understand what you are saying.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you, I wanted to ask you, how do you say with what I've created with my two hands?
Guys, anyone understand what he said? Can you type for me your question in Skype?
Okay. How do you say with what I've created with my two hands?
Type it for me. Just type it in Skype.
Okay. Created.
What I created with my two hands?
Yeah, that's it.
You mean in the Quran?
Okay, Christian Prince. Christian Prince.
Yeah?
Christian. I have a sheikh. I have a sheikh who wants to talk. Who wants to talk to you?
All
He's
right, he
from
is there. He is there?
no. He's from Africa.
Okay, I mean he is with you now?
Uh, no, not right now. But I have his Skype number.
Okay, let him call me anytime. No problem. Anytime I am live on air, he can call me.
I would like you to call him. He goes and debates Christians and on the
Give
road.
me his Skype. I will call him right now.
And
All right?
okay.
All right, my friend. And you can ask me the question by texting, so I can, understand what you are saying. Sorry, I could not understand really much of your question. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
The,
Thank you.
I'm going to paste it and send it to you.
Yeah, still I have difficulty to understand what you are saying. Anyway, thank you, my friend. Sorry, I have a very hard time to understand what you're saying. This is his number, the sheikh. Okay, let me search him then. Let us call him right away, this sheikh. But I don't want to stay too much long. Okay, let's see. Okay, looks like we found your sheikh. We are calling the sheikh. he gave me his account. How to say created him with my two hands? Very easy, you know. خلقتك بيدي. بيدي. You see it? Some translation they say my hands, but the accurate is my two hands. خلقتك بيدي. Chapter 38, verse number 75. Let's see if there is another caller. If you want me to call you, tell me, you call me, not just invitation. I don't know, invitation for what? I'm not interested to add people in my Skype. If you would like me to call you, tell me, call me, please. All right. Hello?
Hello, Christian Prince.
Yes, my friend. You're welcome.
How are you? You sound well. So, just wanted to thank you. I tried to call you earlier, but you were busy. I have one problem. All your streams are very addictive. That's the only problem I have.
That's easy. You know, just watch, read hadith about how to solve any problem. They eat nagla seed. If you eat nagla seed, it can solve any problem you have in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Christian from Pakistan.
All
I
right.
really appreciate for work you do. I recently got introduced with your streams, and it's really good. And I can't stop listening to them. I learned so much from these, so I'm very happy that there is someone who can read and understand Arabic. So there is no argument like, it's in Arabic and it's hard to understand Arabic. So I'm really happy to hear you teach these Abduls.
We know Arabic better than Allah. The Quran is a very broken, stupid Arabic, and this is why the Muslims themselves they could not understand it, even those who speak Arabic. But even the stupid Quran confirmed that the best people to ask is the Christians. The Quran says so. In fact, all the Arab poetry mentioned in Arabia, written the 7 greatest poetry ever, 7 of them written by Arab Christians. 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And we have a real poetry, not like the stupid Quran. I saw someone, he was so fat, he was lying like a rat, and he gave me, he stole from me my hat. This is not a poetry. This is just somebody trying to make a rap, and this is why verses doesn't even make sense. You know, he is following just the tone, trying to make something, a book, but it's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense, and there's no connection between the verse before it and the verse after it. As an example, just to give you an example, as long as you are from Pakistan and I stand here with every Christian brother and sister from Pakistan, we love you. And we are willing to die for you, my friend.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You see in the Quran, as an example, Muhammad, he said, he stuck with certain letters, you know, which is a kid he can do. How many heaven Muslim they have? If you ask the Muslims, he will say to you, heaven, what, heaven. The fact, no. The Muslim believe that each one of them, he will have 2 heaven. But why, how the heaven became 2 heaven? Because simply, Muhammad is trying to make a rab. So the Jannah became Jannatan. Why? Because in a certain point, Muhammad, he have to add the word, the alif an to make a rab, fit. So the word heaven became Jannatan. The word fountain became 2 fountains. Everything became 2. So Muhammad is just a fool. He's trying to make a book sound like poetry, but it's not poetry. It's called in Arabic saja, but he made it in a very lame way, broken way. And that's why the Arab, they were not convinced with his Quran, and they were laughing at it. And the Quran says, if you can make a book like this, well, I challenge you. But the Arab, they says, if we want to do a book like this, we can. This is very silly. We have a great poetry. We do not need such a stupid book. And here we see, as an example, how Muhammad if we search this website for some reason is not working. Here we go. Let us see this one. Muhammad always he speak about silver and gold and heaven, and the heaven is very funny, and the one heaven became two heaven. If Muhammad he needed one letter more to add it to the comment to make a poetry, he will add more letters. He will make it 3 heaven. He will make it 4 heaven. But obviously, this cannot be from God, because God do not need to make rap in order to deliver his message. He does not. God need to explain. He should be able to explain what he is saying, not make for us a rap music or rap songs.
Yeah, so true, so true. And also, I want to thank everyone who is raising the issue of Pakistan right now, because recently what happened with the Quran issue in Sweden, I think it was very important for everyone to know what exactly is happening in Pakistan, like what Muslims are doing. So I'm thankful for everyone who's raising this issue.
You're welcome, my friend. Anything else you want to say?
No, thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you.
All right.
Good
Take
day.
care. God bless. Yeah. 2 heaven, 2 fountains, 2 bracelet, 2. Like actually, if you type this in the Quran search engine, you will find suddenly he's speaking about the number 2 all over the place. تكذبان. You know, فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. So he speak to 2 people in the same time, and he repeat the same thing all over in the Quran. But it doesn't make any sense. I mean, even if you want to say a sentence, say it once. Why he's repeating all over? Just to give you an example. He could not make a basic rap, which any street boy in New York can do. He tried to make something, but it's very stupid and very funny and very dummy. Look how many times he repeats the same phrase. Let us go here. Just the same exact phrase. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? What is that? We are not even done. Second page. We are not done. What is this? This is God speaking, repeating the same sentence. Imagine you are reading a story, and this is story saying the same sentence again and again and again. The author of the Quran, he don't know what to say. He have to fill it up. So imagine I say to you, you said to me you don't like my sandwich. I say to you, my sandwich have mayonnaise, tomato, and beef. So, and then I say the sentence. So how you claim my sandwich, it doesn't taste good? And then I say, and my sandwich have a, shrimp and pimp and kimp. So how you say you don't like my sandwich? And I could be repeating the same thing. You do not need to say all of this. Say it once. What is this? This cannot be God. And you will notice the A-N letter at the end. So as an example, Rihan, he have to put the rihan at the end. Okay, well, who care about the sweet smelling plants? This is not what it says actually. Rihan is the name of a plant, not just a sweet plant. And here he could not make, so the kadhiban, yeah, you have to add 2n. Kadhiban, is he talking to two? To kadhiban is not about your Lord you deny. He's speaking to two people. Who are those two people? The Muslim, they say, no, he meant all. And then he created the human being from clay. Okay. And then, and he created jinns from a free fire, free smoke. Okay. Which of the favor of your Lord? What does have to do with the favor? So when Allah, he created jinn, he did a favor to us? The Lord of the two east and the two west, where are those two east and two west? Allah is telling you, he did give you a favor. You have two east and two. The stupid Muhammad, he thought that there is two east and two west because the sun location changed between winter and summer. So suddenly we have two east and two west. Allah is the Lord of the two east. Like one east will not be fine. Hey Muslims, so if Allah is the Lord of the east, does that mean there is other east? Of the two east and the two west. What is that? And how you deny the favor of your Lord, huh? He is the Lord of the two east. And then he says, the stupid Muhammadi continues saying, he made two seas, not body of water, Marjul Bahrain. You know the word Bahrain, the country called Bahrain? Why? Because supposedly it meets with two seas, according to the understanding at that time. And this can be found in the legend of the Gilgamesh, if you know the story. Gilgamesh. So Gilgamesh go to find the fountain of youth, and later we will find the fountain of youth in Muhammad's story. Al-Bahrain. So here he led the two seas. If you change the translator or translation, let's change it. Yusuf Ali. It shows another donkey. Look, the two seas. Do you see? Here we go. It's two seas, not two water. Two seas, which are what are they? They are salty water and sweet water. The stupid Muhammad, he think that salty water and sweet water, they never mix. Totally never mix. You see, the Muslim, they made video says the river going in the ocean, subhanallah. That's not what he's saying. He is saying that between them there is a barzakh. Between them there is a barzakh. Barzakh is a word mean solid rocks between two body of water. So the stupid Muhammad, he thought that the sea water have nothing to do with the sea fresh water. There's two seas. And Allah separated between them so we can drink. They never ever meet. But all of us, we know that this is absolutely false. And if they meet, they will never transgress that barzakh, which means the piece of rock. And then the Muhammadan, they lie about. You go open Ibn Kathir, read the tafsir. You will see barzakh is a solid rocks. Rocks. They lie. All of this is a joke. There's no way God will speak in such a way. Salty water and fresh water, they never meet. Take a cup of water, salty, and take a cup of fresh water, and let us see if we mix them in one jar, what will happen. Do they mix or not? But what the Quran is speaking of, the stupid Muhammad think that salty water and fresh water never ever mix. Let us take another caller. I will lower the sound of the speaker until the answer so it doesn't bother you. Hello? Hello, go ahead, you're live.
Hello, brother. Thank you. I'm a Christian.
All right.
I don't want to name, but I can say that I'm from South Africa. So I'm very glad that I got an opportunity to call as a Christian, because many times when you come on live, my time it's maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then when I watch it at 8 a.m., I'm just like, oh, he thinks that maybe Christians don't want to call. But we
Yeah.
are here with just different time zones, and yeah.
Well, I'm trying to change time so we can have people from around the world to join us, and that's why we are
Yeah.
doing it in this time now.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm thankful. I was actually not even able to sleep. So when I logged on YouTube, I saw you online. I was quite happy. So yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
Um,
I'm happy to have you. Do you have anything you want to share?
yeah, I've not it's not so recent, but I saw this and it was on my mind because there are many times when you talk about it. I saw there was a protest of Muslims in the UK. They were protesting about bringing Sharia into the UK.
Hmm.
And I was laughing when I saw that headline. I laughed even more when I saw that they were actually protesting. And I was asking myself, you come from the Middle Eastern countries, of let's say from the Southeast Asian countries, and you come to the land of the kuffar to bring your Sharia that you were running away from. Why are you? And then you come and then you call the people in the land that you are coming on to kuffars. What's not great about your country that you can't do that in the country where Sharia is accepted, it is being done every day. So what is the difference? So
Sister, the Muslims, they don't have a single country practice Sharia except Taliban. Not in
mm,
Pakistan, not in Saudi Arabia, not in Emirat, not in Bahrain, nowhere. So those Abdul, they are just stupid liars, fake. Because
mm,
if you could not accomplish Sharia law to be practiced in your Islamic majority country, how you can
exactly.
do it in a country which you are minority?
Yeah,
And who is the
exactly.
one stopping you from establishing Sharia law in Pakistan
Yeah,
or
exactly.
even in Iran? You go and see go right now and see any video made in Iran about people walking in the street. Nobody wear hijab, nobody want hijab, nobody want to go to pray. Go right now and search for nightlife in Saudi Arabia. Nightclub, disco, parties, everything. So who is the one? When the last time we saw a Muslim country is cutting the hand of a thief? When the last time we saw a Muslim country stoning women to death for adultery? When the last
Yeah,
time we saw a Muslim country forcing Christian to pay jizya? They cannot practice those things. So Islam is not exist.
yeah.
Remember, Islam without Sharia is not a religion.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. And
So
I
they
and I
are.
agree because
Go ahead.
no, I agree because so I've been listening to you since 2019, and um so this time where I'm working, there was a colleague who I met, and he's from Iran. So there was this one time we were talking about it, and he was bashing, when someone is trying to low grade, try to bash the Crusades and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him that his perception or his education or the curriculum that they gave him about the Crusade is one-sided. It is not actual history. And then I was also talking to him about the hadiths and what the Quran says about this. And then I also talked about, and I asked him, I was like, isn't Iran following Sharia law? He's like, what's that? I asked him again, I said, you don't know what Sharia law is? He's like, no. And I was shocked because I'm like, he's a practicing Muslim. He's from Iran, but he's Shia. I asked him if he's Shia Muslim because I know that Iran is majority Shia. And he said, yes, I'm Shia Muslim. But the whole thing about Sharia, he didn't know. And it caught me off guard because I didn't want to speak to someone who's ignorant about his religion in a sense like that.
Yeah, they are expert in history and expert about the Bible, but the second you ask them about their stupid religion,
About their religion,
they,
yeah.
they, they play
Yeah.
dumb. He knew. You see, the reason he did not say he knew, because he didn't want to open the topic which he cannot refute. The same as the
Yeah.
guy who called me, if you witness, just 15 minutes ago, he said, I don't know. Each time I ask him a question, and it's an embarrassment, He said, I don't know. This is the way to escape. Because if he say he knew, then you are going to ask him about this and about that, and then he would
I
what he
was
would do.
ready. I was very ready. I
Yeah.
was ready to ask him
So
all
it's
the
not
questions.
really he don't know. I mean, he came in from Iran, right?
Yeah.
So how come he don't know? A
Yes.
person he grow in Islamic school, they learn Islam,
Yeah.
you know, etc.
It's
And suddenly he
correct.
do not know
Yeah.
why. And
There is
how a person who is a Christian he knew more than him doesn't make sense. But
Then
it's a
he-
way to get away from it.
Yeah, he was even saying, "Oh, no, wow, you know more about. I can't believe you know more about Islam. How do you know?" And I'm like, I said to him, "It's my job to know. It's my job to know, and it is also because of the things that we see. You know, I obviously didn't tell him about the horrific things that they do, but I told him straight to his face that I'm a Christian, and it is my job to know about other religions because I wouldn't let." As the scripture says, as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. I won't let any other religious practice come into my house. So it's my job to know so
Yeah.
that I can school my children and then also come against any falsehood against my own faith. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you.
Well, thank you very
And
much,
just-
sister. God
yeah,
bless you and your
just-
family from South Africa.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too, Brother CP.
Take
and
care.
the
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mhm.
Yeah, you see, this is a way of deception to escape an embarrassment. I do not know. I do not know. All right? That is a way to run away from the question. I cannot stay here for long, guys. It's getting late for me. But I will take some calls. Hello? Hey, my friend, you are live on air. You are a Christian?
Hey, how you doing, CP? Yes,
All right.
obviously.
What do you want to say to us?
I just want to say, just like I've had like many also a problem like your second caller ago that every time you go live, I always want to be there and watch. We're addicted to CP's live streams.
Well, I hope it's a good addiction. I hope we are learning something useful, you know,
Yes.
not just wasting our
Yes.
time, because wasting our time is not the purpose.
Exactly. It's just that like not only have I learned some stuff about Islam that I never knew, Hinduism and stuff like that. You know, it's all about sharing the knowledge. You know, what can you do for you and your own faith, etc. And that I've learned your techniques. Although it was not a Muslim, but I had a friend from Africa. She was a Mormon, and so I've learned how you do in your debates and how you talk with other people and show them the truth. I was able to actually like hey, this is a cult, etc. Blah blah blah, and then I was able to get her to leave and follow her parents in the true church.
Yeah, always remember one thing. You cannot debate a liar. There's no
Yeah.
debate. A liar, he cannot debate him because debate have to be done between two honest people who speak
Exactly.
their mind and their belief. A Muslim, he never tell the truth. He lie. This is why you cannot debate a Muslim, but you can get him busted. So in order to do that, you have to, sadly, to trick him to say the truth before you give him the question.
Yeah.
If you give him the question, he will deny that this is what he believes. You know? So
Yeah.
you have to trick him first to say the answer before you, like now, what happened today, you know?
Bait the
So
trap.
you have to trap him exactly, otherwise they will do anything to avoid the embarrassment. They are
Muslim
demonic.
shuffle.
They are demonic. They are possessed by the devil, and the devil is their guideline. Deception is the method to talk and to answer, not to give an answer. It's just to deceive. Like if you ask a Muslim, if the challenge now, how Allah have legs, all Muslim will come and says Allah have no legs. If Muslims sitting together discussing this, they will say yes, Allah have hands, Allah have foot, Allah have etc. But the second you are making it as a reasoning not to believe in Allah, they deny it.
Yeah. Like you said in all debates, anyways, just to escape. It's like they'll throw anyone like their own book or whatever. It's all the da'if or the translation game.
Yeah, and the second you show them something embarrassing, they try to find a reason to get out of it. They say it's da'if. It's not accepted, it's rejected, but it's in their book for the last 1400 years. Ibn
Shit.
Kathir is the most amazing scholar, but at the end, when you show him something he don't like, he says he's a human. He's a human. He's a human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the
Yeah.
guy. Yeah,
He's
the
a
Pakistan
human.
guy.
I'm glad that
Yeah,
he is
but
not a
it's.
chimpanzee. Yeah. Anyway, my friend, anything else you want to
Can I
say?
ask you some questions before, just to make it quick?
All right.
Is that like I'm thinking about actually talking to a pastor and see if he actually wants to see if he can invite you to guest speak at our church. Like, should I just have, if he wants to, should I just have him email you on Patreon and see if you would actually be interested in doing that?
Where's the location?
I live in the Houston area. Like,
Okay.
there's like,
You see, I don't,
it's a new
I used to
diverse
do,
city.
seminars, and last seminar I did, it was in Texas. It was a big church,
Nice.
but I did not do it no more because now I go live on air. I have 1,000 something people listening. It's a lot easier, cheaper, no need to fly, airplane, cost the church, cost me, you know what I mean? So if they
Oh
want,
yeah, it just
if
like
they want,
I
I
was
can
saying
do a
that
seminar for them. I can do a seminar for them specifically for the church. If they want, we can make it even close to the church without me going there.
yeah, I was saying that it doesn't have to be like in a physical location. I say it can just be totally online, like on Zoom or something.
Yeah, we can do that, no problem. I'm just trying to
Okay.
avoid the cost. I mean, if we want to spend money in
Yeah,
making a
exactly.
seminar, they give it to someone poor in the church. He needs some support instead of wasting it in airplane and hotel and yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's like it's sorry, I'm trying to make these quick because you got other callers waiting. It's like, have you you made a comment like this before on one of your live streams? Is that, have you actually thought about not only just like Muslims but also going, talking about like with Hindus and atheists and stuff like that? Because you've personally inspired that I also kind of want to do what you're doing, but with the
You see, I
atheists.
don't know much about Hinduism, and that make my mission limited to Islam because it's not smart to go and debate people who do not know much about them, So
Yeah.
because that might make you look like a fool too. So
Yeah.
I know some basic things about Hinduism, which is make Hinduism so stupid. However, I prefer to focus in Islam because those are the one who claim that they have the true religion, and they are challenging the Christians everywhere. And I will leave speaking about Hinduism for people who they are born in India, they knew exactly what the Hindu believe, etc. Better than me. What I do is just
Okay.
basic.
Yeah. Last thing is just like I don't know if you actually will be interested in this because I see like a lot of people in the comments, they're from different countries, and some people are like, because I remember one time, long time ago, you talked to someone, a guy from Sweden who threw like he heard his dad threw acid in his sister's face.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
Is this like, because there are some people in the chat volunteering to actually talk with them. Had you ever thought about actually, they have to show that they're trustworthy, they're not just fake, because that'll be stupid. But have you actually thought about actually getting some sort of like network together for any people
Yeah,
living in
but
different
the
countries? It's
problem,
like,
this is internet, and I cannot recommend anyone to anyone because how you trust people, it's internet. Muslims are following the demon, and they can pretend to be Christians, and they can even insult Muhammad in order to get into your pocket. So we trust nobody, and I cannot
oh,
recommend anyone. Yeah.
all right. I'm sorry about that, but well, thank you for calling, CP. I really also will keep on joining and keep on spreading the message. Once I go to the Philippines on a mission trip, I'll definitely talk about them once I guest speaking at a church.
I
I'll
did
bring up.
seminars. I did seminars in the Philippines. I spoke in the front of at that time it was Senator Catayano. He was the foreign minister of the Philippines.
Nice.
I spoke in the front of congressmen. I met the founder of the Constitution of the Philippines. I met the vice senator president. I met even the president's spokesman. Yeah, I have a lot of activities in the Philippines, and I have a connection with very, very powerful leaders in the Philippines. And actually, they advised me even in the peace agreement between the South of the Philippines and the government.
Yeah,
So I was part of the give them advice what to accept, what not to accept.
exactly. Nice.
Anyway, my friend,
Well,
anything else?
thank you, CP, and yeah, I'll always be praying for you, and I keep up your good work, brother.
Thank you, thank
You're an
you,
inspiration.
thank you. God bless. Take care.
You too, brother.
I will try to take a few calls more. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, brother. This is also a Christian from Pakistan. I'm currently not in Pakistan, but I'm in Canada. Just wanted to say hello, and I have one thing to say.
All right.
Brother, I feel that lots of Iranian people, even Afghani also, when they are coming into Canada or America, not only they leave Islam, but also they, if even though if they are not leaving Islam, they the way they are living their life here, it's very, very open. They most of them people, most of these ladies and females are large number of ladies. They are divorced, and not only in here, but I also observed in Pakistan that they are taking divorce from their husband a lot. It's a lot of increased number. So their men cannot control their women. So
Yeah, there's a reason for that. It's a freedom. How you know who is religious, who is not, in a place where everybody is forced to say the same word, sing the same song, right?
yeah,
So just give them the freedom, and you will see. Like I remember, you go in the airplane. Saudi women, they are in the airplane wearing hijab, wearing veil. When the airplane passed, the Arabian airspace, they go to the bathroom. They have little bag with them. They come out with short. Like the girl, she left my seat. She went to the bathroom. She came back. I said to her, "This is not your seat." She said to me, "No, this is my seat." I said, "No, this is not your seat," because I mean, the woman who was sitting next to me, she was wearing a veil. You know, the girl who
yeah,
came back, she's wearing very, very short skirt. I mean, when she sit, I can see her panty. So I said,
yeah.
"This is not your seat. Hello, you're taking the wrong seat." The lady, she is going to come back. She says, "No, no, no, this is me." "What do you mean this is you?" I said, "Yeah, this is me. This is her."
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
just
And
give them just some freedom. And now in Saudi Arabia, because now the new government is different, they give them freedom. Just search for nightlife in Saudi Arabia. What about Erdogan? Erdogan is very religious. He recites the Quran. He is a sheikh. He is an imam. He is
yeah,
worshiping Allah. But the nightclub is open. Number one business in Turkey is prostitution.
yeah,
Yeah, this is how it is, my friend. And
yeah,
we are here to expose them.
yeah. And one more thing, brother. I used to send video which from my previous from your other Skype. Seen such videos. Maybe those videos were new to you, but you change your Skype on and off. So if something happen, I am a member on Patreon as well. So how do I need? Which is the safer? How do I send you videos if there is new video something in Pakistan or other somewhere else?
You
What is
can
the
you can
safest way to
contact me
send
in
you?
Patreon because Skype
Yeah,
I get a lot of but in Patreon you make an account, but don't send me things just to send. Only if it's you
yeah,
think it is worth it, something really
yeah. I
important.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Patreon
I
you do not need to make any donation. It's for free for everybody. Actually, most of people who they are joining Patreon, they don't even never support anything,
No,
but it's okay.
I am a supporter, brother. I am a member. I
All
am a
right.
supporter.
Yeah, just send
Yeah.
me in Patreon, but don't send me every day. Send me only what you think it is really worth it,
Yes.
to see. All right?
Okay. Okay, brother. Thank you so much, brother.
All
God
right.
bless you.
God bless. Take care. Let us see. Maybe we take two more calls or something. All right. If you send me, okay. A Muslim friend think I'm nothing but liar. Okay, let him call me. You do not need to say I'm a liar. You need to prove it. So let us see this person here. If I want to use in my browser. I have to go soon, guys, so I apologize. I will take maybe a 1 call, 2 calls. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. Go ahead.
Yes, thanks CP for accepting my call. So actually I have a thing and 2 questions actually. Is it okay?
All right.
Okay, so actually first I want to share about what's happening in my country. So actually in my country we have terms conservative and liberal or moderate Muslims. And for me, and you know
Which
those
country?
terms
Which country is yours?
Indonesia.
Okay.
So actually the people who campaign those terms are even Muslims, moderate Muslims. So actually, I thought personally that those terms are actually problematic because if the conservative is good, then why do you even need liberals or moderates?
There's
And
nothing. There's nothing. It's called moderate Muslims. All Muslims are the same. Either you are a Muslim or you are not. A moderate Muslim is just a lie. If there is a moderate Christian,
I don't know because I think if the conservative Christians are good, right? So if the conservative, well, I think it's a trouble because if the conservative Muslims are good, so why do you need moderates?
I'm trying to understand what you are saying, but moderate is just a false word. Does not exist for any religion, because either you follow what your master taught you, or you are fabricating a new religion to change it, and you call it moderate. Like is that like is that a phone 13, phone 12, phone 10, phone? This is about God. This is not, there's no phone 10 and phone. Either you take it or leave it. So those who claim of moderate, they are false. They are not believers, and there is no such a thing in any religion. As long you have a scriptures, as long you have something called the scriptures, and this is scriptures written long time ago, how you can say moderate? Do you have a new scriptures? If you receive a new scriptures, then you cannot even say the word moderate, because now you are following new scriptures. So we as a Christians and the Muslims and anyone, as long he have a scripture supposedly exists from long time ago, there's no new scriptures. So how moderate will be? Moderate is just a lie to cover the purpose of deception, to say I don't follow those things, I am a moderate, I'm better.
Yeah, because I
And
saw that
if you can make your question written to me, that will be better, because I have hard time to understand what you are saying, by the way.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I have questions about actually I saw I think a few months ago, I think or a long time ago about explaining about the Muhammad regards to Aisha, and that the video I saw explaining that Sahih has several levels. Is that true, or is it just a thing made up?
My friend, I apologize. I really have hard time to understand you. Give me the question in text, and I will answer you.
Okay, CP.
All right.
So
I apologize. You know, your accent is very hard for me to understand.
shall I text it on Skype or on
Yeah,
WhatsApp?
you can text me in Skype, no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, CP.
Bye-bye. Now, you notice in the chat, there's a guy, his name is Palestine. But the funny is, that Palestine word does not exist in the Quran. So why in the world a Muslim call himself Palestine when his God himself never remember it, never mention it, never have it, never knew about it? How someone call himself Palestine when the Quran says that Allah, he gave the Holy Land to the Jews? And by the way, this is additional proof that Allah is a fraud. Muhammad never thought that this land will become a Muslim land. The word Palestine never exists in the Quran, not even single one time. There's no kingdom called Palestine in Islam. Not a single king mentioned of something called Palestine. In the same time, the Quran called it as the Holy Land, which is a promise to the Jews in chapter 5, verse number 21. I remember I was doing a seminar, and it was in a city called Cagayan de Oro. And the Abdul, he stood up and he says, but I heard that you support the Zionism. You support the Zionism. How you can support the Zionism? They are killing the Palestinian. So I said to him, so you are not supporting Zionism? He said, no, I thought I don't support Zionism. I said, so why your God supports Zionism? Isn't it the Quran says that your God, Allah, gave the Holy Land to the Zionists? He said, the Quran doesn't say that. I said, okay, open chapter 5 and read for me verse number 21. He did read verse number 21. He said, this is not for the Jews, this is for the Muslims. He said, read it. Read the verse after it. Abdul. So they use words, have nothing to do with them. Since when the word Palestine belong to you? You have nothing to do with it. And you are not even a Palestinian. The real Palestinian, they never spoke Arabic. They don't know Arabic. And they don't look like Arab. You are just a potato. Palestine. Palestine, brother, Palestine. Just fake people, you know, just fake. So go change your name. I told you many times, don't use this name. Go change your name and come back. Call yourself Palestine, Fartestein, any fart you want. Because your name is nothing but farting at yourself and your religion. Shouldn't you ask yourself, how come your prophet never heard of this name before? Mr. Fartestein? Fartstein? What kind of God? Don't Allah knew that this land will be a problem? Why he gave it to the Jews? Obviously, Allah do not know. Why you blocked me? Who is this guy? I blocked him. I blocked him, but he can't text me. Let us see. I will take first the Pakistani Christians. Hello? Hello. Abdul.
Hello.
So they use words. Can you mute you too, please?
Yes, I've done that. Thank you for calling, CP.
You are welcome. So you are a Christian from Pakistan?
Yes, but I'm in Canada. I've been in Canada for a long time now.
Why in the world you will leave the beautiful, peaceful Pakistan and you go to Canada? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It just happened.
Isn't it beautiful to go in the morning and you hear the adhan and those long beard and shout, and everybody is happy in Pakistan. It's the beautiful, amazing happiness because of Islam. Have you ever heard of a Pakistani Muslim is not happy?
I'm not a Muslim.
I know, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know. Back in Pakistan, our home, you could hear like 9 mosques. They blast things out on the loudspeaker night or day.
Yeah, in every corner there is a mosque around the house.
Oh, yeah. So we could hear at least 9 different mosques.
Yeah.
And all the stories. I even heard a long time ago, they were doing a Friday's khutbah, and he just told the whole Christmas story, but it was Muhammad was the thing. It was hilarious. But anyways, I used the name The Old One on YouTube, so you might have seen my comments.
You call it what? The
Old One.
The old one.
Yeah.
I will never use such a name. I'm the young one here. All right.
Well, you stay young.
All right.
I wanted to thank you for all the work you do. I've been following you and listening to you pretty much every day for, I think, more than 8 years now.
8 years?
Yeah.
I wasn't born 8 years ago. What are you talking about? I'm very young. I just told you. Why you are mentioning years when I'm talking about I'm being young? What's wrong with people?
You spoke from the cradle, CP.
I know. Right away, when my mom she gave birth to me, they said to me, I said like, what? Everybody say wa. I was saying da'if hadith, you know.
Yes.
All right. Well, anything else, sister, you want to say?
No, it's just about how things are getting worse. My whole family is in Pakistan. So the way things have been going there, it's just horrible. It started back in the 80s when they started going nuts. And
No, this is the
then,
Saudi money. The Saudi money
yeah,
brought all terrorism to the world. You know, they start investing money,
exactly.
sending
Yeah,
the Saudi men to teach terrorism like Osama bin Laden and all the garbage.
I know that.
Yeah, this
And
is the
after
garbage of the
that,
Arab. This is the garbage of the Arab
right,
brought to
right.
Asia, to Pakistan, to all those countries.
And especially after 9/11, they accelerated and it's never stopped. They've just been going downhill ever since.
They are going down, don't worry, as you see.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
And so now, I mean, like now it's this latest news about the incident, about the church burnings and the homes being burned, and Christian families are just, I think they've burned more than 450 homes, and also kidnapped women and children from, sorry, young girls and women from those homes. They've taken them. And so,
And they are still kidnapped until now?
oh yes. I mean the kidnapping of young Christian girls like under 16 or something. It happens pretty much on a daily basis.
Yeah, I know. They are filthy. They will target the weak ones. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this current
That's why you
thing
have to
that,
guard. You have to guard your children. Don't let them go alone anywhere.
yeah. And I mean my family is there and it's the first time, like my nieces, they were telling me a few months ago that now they don't feel comfortable going outside.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, but anyways, so I'll ask everybody to please pray for Pakistanis and everywhere else, like Egypt, Nigeria, where all these things are happening on a daily basis. Pray for the families because, of course, they won't get any help from any government or institution. So these are families that are just out in the fields. They have no shelter. They have nothing. They have to run out of the towns. So they're out in the fields, men, women, children.
Yeah, I understand. Well,
So,
I hope that there's some they will be able to help literally, not by just prayer, because prayer doesn't feed people, you know, alone, you know, because
yeah.
people need to do some work in order to help. Not just I pray for you to eat. I pray for you to be safe. So we
Yes.
pray and we should do work, and I will be happy to support any kind of action people would do.
And it's another thing is to find the right kind of people who actually will deliver
Yeah.
to people, because
Yeah, trust
even
people because you know, there's a scammers and
right,
there's people
most of the
they feed in those
so-called
occasions.
charities, most of the so-called charities don't, uh, or they give it into the hands of unfortunately corrupt people who call themselves Christians, but they are in many churches. So that's another issue. Um, the other thing is that people here in the West, I'd like to ask them to, contact their elected representatives who, and just ask them, if they want to bring people or refugees or anybody, then get the Christians out from the where they are persecuted.
I suggest that if I am a Pakistani person, to create an organization, you know, it's like a kind of not a company, an organization for human right for Pakistan, and that make you able to have a voice as a name, as an organization, not an individual. And then you ask people to join from everywhere, including Canada or USA, from Pakistan, and then other Christians will join and help. So when an occasion happen, something happen, you have the authority more to present an organization and population of the people of Pakistan in Canada or in America. So you can speak to official, in the same time you can receive support. Not, divided we are not strong, united we are stronger, right?
Yeah.
So I advise the elders of Pakistan, the Christian community, to do such a thing so they can be more, let us say, able to accomplish help.
Yes,
All right.
I think there are very few people doing that.
Well,
I
the very
know
few
you.
are better than the many who don't. So
Yeah,
let us not to complain. I like to stay positive. Don't complain. If they don't work, you do work.
I know you. I know you have to go. I mean, this is a long topic, and we can have a long discussion. But I'd like to end on a more positive note, that the number of ex-Muslims in Pakistan is increasing, and a lot of them are becoming Christians. Of course, they cannot say that publicly, and
Wonderful.
I think those are the things that are making the Abduls back there so mad, and they're just they're just hitting out. There was somebody yesterday on Osama Dakdok's channel and Adam Seeger's English channel. They talked about the situation in Pakistan, and then they had a guest. He's called ex-Muslim Hafiz Qari Muhammad, and he's a Hafiz and a Qari, and he actually came as a Dawa trainer first to Spain, and then he went to Germany. And he was planting mosques, and he was trained in how to take over the West. So part of the training and stuff was how to, get the girls and the women and have babies with them, or and so uh, he then in 2010 he met Jesus, and he became a Christian after that. And so now they are after him, and recently they started putting his posters and things, and even though his family is in Pakistan, they are Muslims. They killed his sister, beat up his dad, and shot his brothers, and now they're telling the government to get him back, because first he's an ex-Muslim, second he became a Christian, and he's doing a lot of mission work now. So they are asking the Pakistani government to put pressure on the German government and get him back to Pakistan so they can just end him. So these are things happening, but God is moving in Pakistan.
I mean,
and is doing a great work there. And I'd just also like to remind people that August 22nd is International Murtad Day, Apostasy Day.
okay.
So
What
yeah,
what day? What day?
August 22nd.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the third year, I think, that they're
All right.
just want to send my greetings to all the ex-Muslims.
All
And
right.
thank you again for taking my call,
You're
CP.
welcome. You're welcome. Take care.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
God
Bye.
bless. Bye bye bye. All right, guys. I really apologize. I wish I can take, but it's getting really late, for me. Maybe next time we go live, we can take those who we could not take them. All right. Just remind me next time, and I will be happy to talk to you. With this, I hope today we learned something good, for us. We learned how the Muslims, they lie in order to support their cult. We learned how the Muslims, they do anything to deny their knowledge. in order to avoid a question which is embarrassment to them. Muslims are not believers. They don't. A believer, he do not need to lie to defend his belief. The one who do lie to defend his belief is somebody he don't believe. As simple as that. You understand what I'm saying? A believer, he will not lie. Like the Muslim, he says to me something about Jesus. I don't need to lie, and I will never lie to explain Jesus to him. You lie only when you are a disbeliever. And this is exactly the scenario for the Muhammadan. They don't believe. They have nothing to do with the belief. They are just defending without understanding by lying. And the more they lie, the more they dig down their grave. A Muhammadan for me is somebody, he lie and he think nobody notice that he is lying. But we laugh at their lies. We notice right away that their lies is stupid. And then their lies work against them. Their lies never work for them. Like this Adnan Rashid from Pakistan, who he said the Quran correcting the Bible, when his stupid Quran saying the Quran confirming the Bible. So the Quran says the Quran confirming the Bible. Adnan Rashid from Pakistan says the Quran correct the Bible. And then we read the Quran, we find the stupid Muhammad claiming that Pharaoh is the name of a man, and his wife, her name is Asiya, which is absolutely fake, far talk. And Asiya have nothing, never exist. And the wife of Pharaoh is not an Arab, as Muhammad claimed. She is the daughter of Hazim, when the history says that the wife of the Pharaoh, Ramses II, she was a daughter of a king, Egyptian king. She's a royal family. She's not an Arabian. Yet Muhammad is going to have sex with her. This is why we laugh at the farting prophet, peace be upon him. When he talk, he fart. When he pray, he fart. When he go to Allah, he fart. However, Allah don't accept the prayer of Muslims due to the farting. And that make Islam more hilarious. The only religion who God don't accept your prayer to him, your prayer is not accepted at all because of your fart, is Islam. So with the farting Muhammad, I leave you in peace of Prophet, peace be upon him, Muslims. And with those who believe in the Messiah, remember, whoever believe in me and I will live. So those who got killed, those who got discriminated, those who they are insulted, they are being blessed. It's a blessing for you. It's a curse for them. It's a blessing for you, and justice will come to them sooner or later. And I say to Pakistan, I say to India, I say to any country who discriminates Christians, Christ is coming to town, and justice will be done. And when the Messiah come in his second coming, you will pay heavily. Thank you all, and see you soon again. Take care.